happy day! It's Oberon and Neptune beat up the planet. It's rainbow mode, and we're entering the Gungeon. And you know what today is?
What's today?
Today is the first day of the rest of your weekend dungeon.
Woo! All right, weekend dungeon. So where did I last leave you guys?
I believe that you left us with like an ovipositor jammed right up our asses.
Oh, yeah.
So those hatch, I'm assuming?
Maybe not the rogue. I think he dodged.
Oh, well, good. I mean, rogues are used to doing it from behind, so.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my God, that's a lot of
You saw
grades.
that coming. All right. So,
The wasps hatch out of our players and are the new, or the wasps hatch out of our characters and are the new characters.
yeah.
Got it.
So, you know how like it sucks when you're sweating and have bug bites, and then the sweat gets into the bug bites.
Oh,
yeah.
ooh, ah!
All right. So, imagine a nice, damp, humid, fungusy forest.
I can smell it now.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
You thought the fish smelled bad.
Ooh. Now you got like 2 smells to contend with. It's amazing.
Well, and the magic of the fish is they all had distinct, deliberate smells. This is
Ooh.
more of an overall funk du jour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is worse or better. All right. So the trick with the map here is that it isn't a map.
Okay, this
It's-
is my favorite kind of map.
Yeah, it's 100% a railroad. But you just kind of hide that. And what you do is you just draw a mini map. You draw the overall shape of the cavern, kind of like almost a big bell shape.
Yep.
And then you kind of draw your player's location on it. And the fungus and the trees and the shrubbery are so dense that they have a really hard time navigating through it. So all their survival checks, almost no matter what they are, I mean, if they're really, really good, put them a large distance across the map.
Yeah, give them a good stretch across the expanse.
Maybe even cut out an encounter. Because sometimes when we build these, I'm like, maybe they'll just TPK here. I think this is a TPK.
Well, and not to mention we're assuming like, a lot of encounters for one session of D&D. If your sessions are shorter than ours, then it might not be your weekend dungeon. It might be your month-long dungeon.
Yeah, this might just go for a while. We have a very bad sense of one-shot. We can't judge how long a one-shot is.
Yeah, I'm
Never
getting better.
successfully did a one-shot in one session.
Getting close. I'll get it eventually.
Yeah, you're very close.
I have a very good formula. It's 3 scenes, only one of them fighting.
Yeah, this is all fighting, so
Fuck.
this is D&D.
Ran right
so
into this fuck.
Whatever.
Different. This is like an 8-hour game.
Yeah. So, what you'll do is just zigzag them across the map, because this is just a path you found, or you're completely lost. This is where you are. Yeah, and if they're really, really high rolls, you skip an encounter, maybe.
Yeah,
But
if
here's
they're
our
really, really low rolls, you give the next encounter the surprise round.
Ooh, yeah, roll again. All right, so to that end, we have a nice list of 5 encounters here. The first one is 6 CR6 creatures. They're called Me Go, and I picked them because they're very creepy.
Ooh, all
Yeah,
right.
they're
I like
bulbous and tentacly, and they're just ugly fungi.
Ugly but fun guy. Wait, no, that's different.
Woo, all right.
Ugly but fun.
Where's that ovipositor?
It's
The
rogue's keeping it.
yeah. This is for later.
What?
Later. So here we have the environment action. I love the environment action because in this I wanted to include a few creatures, but also have complications that I feel count as an encounter. So you can justify the quote-unquote 13 encounter per level rule. But in this instance, no environment action. I feel the amount and strength of fungus seems sufficient.
At least the smell of it does.
Oof.
Damn. Them are some musky little fuckers.
Woo. Yeah, no, there's all kinds of problems though. You can color it any way you want. Especially if you have a player that casts prestidigitation right under his nose, so it smells good.
Which might keep them out of trouble, but it might also cause trouble later on. if you can't smell, and there's something strong smelling that's bad,
Oh, yeah, maybe you don't know there's gas.
you're gonna have a bad. What happens when the gas is slightly magical and so overpowers your prestidigitation?
Well, then you smell it.
Yes, and you're affected by it, whereas somebody who might have just gotten a light whiff.
Oh, you don't get a save because you couldn't prepare yourself for it?
Yeah,
It's just
you were-
in there.
It's just, oh, whoa, that went through my prestidigitation. Shit.
Or it's really just a thing there and you just inhale it. You
Yeah,
didn't smell it.
It's like too strong.
Too bad. So sad.
Because at some point, there's some limits on prestidigitation, let's be honest. For the next one, I'm a personal fan of this because your characters are going to be working in that small-ass window of where they can be and not be like completely separated or lost or just unable to see what's going on. And this big fucker takes up a lot of that window. It is a giant fly trap. So the nice thing about this thing is it's got like a 15-foot reach and 4 bites. You've got 4 players, it's got 4 bites. We see where it goes here. It isn't insanely intelligent, so it's probably not going to do something like concentrate its attacks or prioritize like healers or anything like that. It might be able to be intimidated, but I don't know that that's going to do a lot. So no one's getting focused here. Everyone's just getting ripped up by this giant fucking fly trap. But the important thing is all around it, like anywhere's close enough to touch it, is a pit of lightning sand from Princess Bride.
Rats of unusual size?
Maybe. I mean,
okay. They're underneath the lightning sand. The lightning sand got them.
Yeah, dire rats are like a CR3, so.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, if you want some ROUSs, toss them in there, that's fine. The important thing is the fly trap is going to wail on your players, and the environment action is not really an action in this one either. What it is if your players did not move this round, on the environment's turn, they sink into the sand a bit, in which case, to move next round, they have to make a CR 10 plus 5 for each round they have been still.
Okay, so the first round it affects them, it's a 15.
Yeah, first round it affects them, it's a 15.
And
Second
if they
round it's a 20.
Yeah, and if they still choose to take their full attack action, they make a 20 to get out, but they're up to their chest.
Yeah. And then once you're there for like 4 rounds, you're buried.
Yeah.
Not saying you can't get out, just saying suffocation rules apply, and your party's going to need to help you out there. I think people can assist pretty easily.
I polymorph myself into an earth elemental.
All right.
Can I do that?
Sure. No, I mean, the druids got this. They're all already earth elementals.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't balance things around druids in this game.
Yeah. Well, you can't, because like everyone's a druid now.
Yeah, everything could also be a druid and would be better. Oh, you're a rogue. That's cute. I do that as a druid, but better. Either way, the quicksand is nice flavor because it's not something you have to actively remember. It's something they have to actively remember. So you're not forcing attacks on anyone. They're making a choice. Do I forego my movement? And full attacks are really where a lot of strength comes in once you're hitting level 11, because at that point you've got, what, like 3 attacks? Assuming no, like, claw, bite, or multi-strike.
Yeah, if you're a fighter, it's 11-6-1, so yeah.
Yeah. So
Ragdoll's gonna love that so much. Next, when I level you guys next, she's gonna be like, I get a 3rd attack?
Ooh, fancy.
Tell me I get more.
But yeah, that's more than enough. It doesn't sound like much of an impediment. Oh, I just move every round. But it's fucking huge. It's gonna slow them down, and it's not something you can really negotiate with. There is no reflex check. There is no circumventing it other than doing the thing you need to do to not sink.
Yeah, and that's fair because you're not hiding it. You're not like look, guys. There's lightning sand. You know what lightning sand is. Come on, it's right there.
Telegraph it right up at the end. I would telegraph lightning sand with a smell.
Smells like ozone.
Yeah.
What is that? It's the lightning sand.
Smells like ozone. Maybe make it a little staticky.
I could definitely see a fighter alternating his rounds though.
Yeah.
This would probably be best. Like, he could take his full attack action one round and then move the next round, and then take his full attack and then move it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair, right? Because then it's only like a 15, maybe it's a 20, but he's a fighter, so he can take his big old strength modifier
Yeah, but then
pull himself out of there.
this trap
Or they
just
tie rope to themselves and get a DC and get a bonus to their checks.
Yeah. The thing is, that means that this trap effectively cut your damage dealer's damage in half.
Yeah.
So, sure, I'm not mad.
Yep.
And
with a little planning, they can mitigate that.
yeah, you just got to be smart. But that's a trap, ain't it?
Yep. This ain't even a trap. It's right there.
It's right there. It's just a hazard. If they hit their golf ball into it, then they're gonna swear like a Scotsman and
have a
it's gonna
stroke.
go like- have a stroke, maybe two.
All right. So you mentioned the map. Good timing. I should have mentioned that first.
It's all right.
But yeah, we took a picture of it. This I was doodling one session. I thought I was going to run one dungeon, but then these guys wanted to go south and check out something else. I'm like, well, I just spent 15 minutes drawing this for nothing, and it's really not much. You can duplicate this really easy. It's a square inside a circle. Outside of the square, but inside the circle, I just colored it in green.
Yep.
This represents how dense the forest is. If you go outside the square, you're not lost, but you're definitely... the party can't see you. They can kind of sort of know where you are. If you leave the circle entirely, I would say you're just lost.
Yep.
So that's why we have these small random rooms to fight in. It's really just an area described by the forest, and here's the 30 by 30 room that you're used to in your beginner level dungeons.
Yep. It's just now it's 30 by 30 when you're level
up here, Dreadnought.
11 feels extremely tight.
Oh yeah.
Almost claustrophobic.
What am I doing? Fuck. Yeah. This is a this cavern's basically full of growth.
Can't go up.
Yeah, it's just covered in plant matter.
Yep. And
Can't
not
even
all of it
really
is.
fly up.
Yeah. None of it's really savory either. There's some sort of evil element here at work by the occupants.
No savory plants, but savory plants are my favorite plants.
Wait.
I'll just eat one chicken.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we have written down next is, especially considering that 30 by 30 foot room is kind of much, because these are fungus queens. These are interesting things we found.
Did you get him?
Got him.
Hey!
Hey!
Turns out shooting rockets at things.
Woo! That creates spore pods. And since they are already here, they already have all their spore pods, and that's 14 of them.
That's a lot of spore pods.
Yeah, so that's 16 squares because there's 2 of them. 4 for your players, that's 20 squares.
Of 30?
Out of a 30 by 30 room, which is 6 by 6, right? So 36.
Yeah.
There are not a lot of squares that are empty, and everyone's gonna be taking a bunch of damage because these spore pods do a little damage and then they explode.
Yep.
If you destroy them. It's an easy reflex save for half, so yeah, evasion, you can take none from them very easily.
Yeah. So the rogue is fine.
Yeah, the rogue is fine. But, I'm assuming these 11th level players have a bunch of hit points and a bunch of heals that they can sit down and do between rounds, so I'm not afraid of that. It's their fault for not healing up.
Yeah, assume they're full.
Yeah. The fungus queens themselves are again evil, generated by the evil enchantment that the occupant put over this place.
Oh, this is his evil farm. That's why it's so full. It's packed with evil goodness.
Yeah, or he's like it's just created in his wake, like it's evil fern gullet.
It's full of evil goodness and green penis.
Wait, no, that's terrible.
That's terrible. So, after the mind-melting fungus queens and their teleporting shenanigans and their pods of spores, your characters might need something a little more straightforward. Not saying that these are all actually happening in order, but roving through this jungle, like deep in the upper canopy, you can expect there's some fauna, and in this case, we're gonna drop plant-imbued apes on their heads. Like, a lot of plant-imbued apes. Now, these are CR5, so they're not very big, but there's, like, 6 of them. And they are the type of critter that, like, manipulates their environment anyway, so you don't really need to worry about an environment turn, because whatever they was going to be around is going to get smashed to shit within a second or two of them landing around the players. If it so happens that your players unfortunately make the decision to try and make a camp and rest for the night because they need to restore spells after some point, these are a perfect thing to just drop the fuck on them because it's like a hunting party of
Oh,
apes.
that's great.
Like, and they'll see the players' fires.
Oh yeah.
They'll care.
Yeah. We'll camp for the well, whatever time this is. I don't know. We're in a cave.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be great because I like to think of these apes as the results of remember the gorilla bear from upstairs?
Yep.
Yeah. I feel the maybe the occupant has a theme here. Maybe he likes apes.
It's just
Where
doing
do you think he got the first ape from? I don't know.
doing random shit with apes. So these apes are just like filled with plant. They are grape apes. I mean, it was better than
grape
fern
ape.
ape.
Yeah, there's a tangerine ape and a cherry ape, and now we're in a...
Oh! Hey, it's a Sentai team of apes.
Yeah, oh!
Perfect. Go red ape.
I don't
Red
want to be
apes.
lime. Well, we have to have a green one.
If you really want to do that, hell, give them a little bit of dialogue. Just enough to make them arguing with each other.
Yeah.
Over Sentai team tactics.
Oh. I mean, it's all ook anyway. I don't know, man. All right.
Until they start flinging their poo.
Oh. Oh, the red ape bends down a poo, and it's a cherry, and he throws it at you.
And it explodes.
This is weird. All right.
So it could be a very surreal encounter if you want it to be. It does not have to be.
Oh no, I think now it has to be.
So they definitely have like flowers of each of their colors then blooming around their fur.
Where did they get the visors? That's weird.
Super Sentai smashing apes. Perfect.
Oh man.
This fall on the Steam store.
That makes this last encounter seem kind of lame by comparison. Man, we found another big old tree, a sleeping willow. This is a great time to reference Wizard of Oz and poppies, and maybe get your players addicted to opium. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Wait, yes.
Wait.
Get your players.
Yes.
No, the character. No, the players. Oh.
Kids don't do opium.
Not this guy. Come on. But don't do it. Yeah. Don't take advice from YouTube.
Definitely never take any advice from Oberon.
So addict your characters. This sleeping willow will attempt to cast sleep on your players. The environment turn here you just have ads of little, red cap like fae that come out of the tree and attempt to Gulliver's Travels your players and stab them with tiny knives or drag them inside the tree.
So they're gonna cut them up and save them for later?
Yep. Well, they're gonna try. I mean, they can't hit you, and their knives do 1 damage. I mean, I guess if you're asleep, they can do whatever.
Yeah. If they're asleep, allow them to coup de grace.
Yeah. If no one sleeps, they shoot little thorns out of the tree like little bows and arrows with their little bows and arrows.
Maybe one of them casts fairy fire on you.
Oh yeah, fairy fire. Yeah. They have little fairy-like spells like fairy fire and maybe like little flare.
Dancing lights.
Man, this is getting worse all the time. All right.
I love it.
Oh no, it's great. Yeah.
These little bros are throwing a murder rave,
Yeah.
and the sleeping willow is just like, I got the drugs. It's perfect. Drug tree is best tree.
Why am I changing colors? It's the fairies. I think it's the plant, man.
It's always
You're
the
changing
plant.
colors.
That's just like Your opinion, man.
Those are just the random encounters. So, at any point, maybe as they make camp for the night, maybe as they're transiting from one encounter to another, whenever it feels convenient to you, you throw at them, Chubas!
Chubasada!
Chubas! This is a gnarl wood. This is an undead, necromancy-infused tree.
Man, he's been eating a lot of the fertilizer.
Yeah. Yeah, the occupant works special on this one. As it turns out, the Gnarlwood's animate dead ability allows it to reanimate Thumper and have him hop all over your damn head. Yeah. Some quick back-of-the-envelope math suggests that one Gnarlwood can have 56 hit dice of zombies following him around.
That's a lot of zombies.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. The environment turn for the Chubasa consists of drowning in CR1 forest zombies like your Ash from Evil Dead.
Someone's got to take care of these zombies. And they should be all like fuzzy forest creatures, right? Like this thing is the inverse of Snow White, basically.
Yeah, a skeletal deer is chomping on your epaulets, and like squirrels, like undead squirrels with like half the flesh left on their tails are like running up your leg. And...
Oh no, they're going for my nuts!
Yeah. But yeah, like bats. I'm sure there's bats in here.
Yeah. They're all cast and confused. And
yeah. And if your players question where they got them from, you're like, well, there's dead animals in this soil. I mean, they just pulled it out of the. You're in a cave.
Yeah. Well, and there's obviously at least a full ape society up top, so...
Yeah, on this mountain somewhere. So that's really fun. It can really give your players an opportunity to use spells they forgot, like Cloud Kill.
Yeah. Or just a nice tasty fireball if they didn't burn them all with the fungus queens.
Yeah, that might be. That's usually the solution to things that I find. Fireball. You fireball it. That usually takes care of everything.
Yeah. Fireball's a good spell.
Did I tell you about the Harry Potter thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Did I tell you that every time a spell comes up in that movie, I always go fireball? Because that seems to be the answer. Harry's got to fire a dragon? Fireball. Harry's got to go... He's got those Dementors. Fireball! Like, come on, just, And then the guy with the eyepiece comes in and says, I'm going to teach you some real magic. And I'm like, ooh, fireball? Like, come on, teach me fireball.
No, I'm going to teach you pain.
Fireball.
I'm going to teach you mind control.
Anyway, you know what else fireball would be good on?
Freeze?
Plant boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a CR12, so you may want to give your players the level up before you fight this or after.
Yeah.
Depends on your style. But this horrible beast was pulled here from the darkest of layers by the occupant himself. The end of this section of dungeon is cleared entirely of forest growths. They're all piled up haphazardly on the edges, so you have some sort of terrain to hide behind.
Good. Some chest-high walls.
Chest-high walls. The majority of this place is inscribed in an enormous summoning circle. The creature linked in the notes is hunched in the center. It guards what appears to be a lava tube. From across the clearing, the party can see a soft red glow coming from within.
Oh, it's like soaking up that nice warmth.
Yep. This is as a hellish creature, and I guess it likes putting its butt toward the fire.
So it's... So it's toasting its buns. It's a plant, though.
Yeah.
All right. So is it going to catch on fire?
Well, it's not really a plant. It's an aberration.
Oh, goody!
The description of it is an ugly tree-like thing. It says, the lumbering bulk of a tree-like monster lurches out of the mist. Its branches, tentacles, its roots ending in hooves, and its trunk decorated with numerous drooling maws. So it's a horrible tree demon.
Oh, ooh.
So no, it's not going to catch on fire. It's immune. It's immune to fire.
Just sizzling and popping a little.
Yep. It just wants to be warm.
Just wants to feel something.
Yep.
Anything. Preferably your skulls in its mouths.
Oh yeah. So nice good old a nice demon here to close things out for the plant dungeon.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a big nasty boy. So he's got a bunch of tentacles. What's the full attack on this thing?
4 tentacles, plus 19 to hit, a d8 plus 10, plus grab.
Oh, and 19 to 20 crit range.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yep. So yeah, it can just grab a bunch of people and throw them around. This is a very plant-like thing. These are coarse vines.
Yeah, it's that's gonna give him a whomping.
Yep. Hey. I didn't even really read the whole thing. I'm skimming it now, and it says something about strength damage, so that's cool.
Yeah, the sucking maws are...
In Mother Russia, plant eats you.
So, yeah, once they wreck this hate spawn from the fucking occupant, is it safe for them to take a break?
I think it may be. Down that tube, you can very clearly see a lava flow. The players would probably appreciate the opportunity to rest.
Yeah, maybe give them a little side tunnel to just tuck themselves
No,
away.
camp right here in the corpse of the dark young of Shub-Niggurath.
Yeah, that'll go well.
That's perfectly
The
safe.
fucking goat with 1,000 young is just going to enter your thoughts as you dream. It'll be
Ugh.
fine.
Ugh. And
You don't.
on that note, I think that's a good place to end it for the week.
Right.
You gotta switch. Maybe it's left shift. I don't know. I don't know.
No! Well, if that dirge is familiar to my ears, it must be familiar to yours.
Yeah.
Next time on Over on the Neptune beat up planet, maybe we'll try and kill the past some more.
The wind howled at the washboard, sleeping underneath the moon. Our plan was hatched in a briar patch where lovers shook and swoon. Their lips stained with violet, their tongues tied into knots. To the loamy beds, their